we have to talk about the bridge because
we have to talk about the bridge.
And we already talked about the toast to my real friends. I think definitely a place where we diverge from the actual Gatsby tale, where I think one of the biggest takeaways from The Great Gatsby is that none of the people who were living this lavish lifestyle had any real friends. I think it's kind of a lesson that everybody is like these empty shells and everyone is so social and showing off and, living this kind of lifestyle, but everyone's really lonely. And at the end of it, it's just kind of tragic. Here we have this idea of real friends at the end where she says, because forgiveness is a nice thing to do. And then bursts out laughing in the song and says, I can't even say that with a straight face. I thought that was really nice because that is in touch with kind of the spirit of the book, I thought, where like everybody is going at each other's throats and they're being a little petty. I don't think we see any kind of forgiveness in that tale either. And she kind of like holds the line on that.
Yeah, I think that's I like that connection. I just wrote down that it breaks the fourth wall, and I love a good Taylor laugh in the middle of a song. But I think you're right. I think every gathering, the book is chaotic, and is not an attractive or positive portrayal of wealth or adulthood or any of those things, which makes it a really funny book to then read in high school. Also, the fun side note, the other thing that was very differently received at my age than reading it in high school was when Nick turns 30. You remember this part? Oh my God, where did it go?
Yeah. He's like, it's my birthday today or something, like randomly.
Yeah, he's my birthday, and it's like, and everything's downhill from here. And I'm like, oh. Like, I don't think that hit the same way when I read this at 16. Oh, here you go. I was 30. Before me stretched the portentous, menacing road of a new decade.
Shut up, Nick. I don't want to talk about it.
I felt so offended. Anyway.
Pretty sure I said the exact same thing when I turned 30.
The point, yeah, 30, the promise of a decade of loneliness, a thinning list of single men to know, a thinning briefcase of enthusiasm, thinning hair. Excuse me.
Cool. Great. Anyways, my birthday was like 2 weeks ago. It's fine. I'm in my early 30s. Doing great. So yeah, I don't think there is any forgiveness. The closest we get, I was trying to think about it and I found this is the last time Nick talks to Gatsby, he turns around and says, "They're a rotten crowd," I shouted across the lawn. "You're worth the whole damn bunch put together." I've always been glad I said that. It was the only compliment I ever gave him because I disapproved of him from beginning to end. So it's not forgiveness, but there's a moment of almost redemption, but then like obviously Gatsby dies after that, so there's no further. But yeah, I can't think of a single. That's the closest we get to forgiveness, and really it's more of like Daisy killed a person and then ran away and never responded to the fact that Gatsby was dead. Like that's more in line of what's really happening in the book, and that feels aligned with the forgiveness is a nice thing to do, LOL JK, screw you vibe of this song. I have my master's degree, so
take that.
All of that.
I love it.